End of the poor in the heat.
Boy, go take a shower now.
I'll go soon, Mom. Just a little more playtime.
My God, how can this boy stand running around in this heat?
Rich kid in the heat.
Mary Jane, are you in that bathroom again?
I'm taking a shower, Mom. It's really hot.
But honey, this is already your 10th shower today.
Are you worried about the water bill, Mom?
Of course not, I'm rich. Who cares about the planet? It's just that Mom wants to take a shower too.
You have air conditioning. You'll stay in there if you want.
What a rebellious girl.
Man, it's hot as hell, you know. So both the rich and the poor have their tricks not to melt in this oven the earth has become. Man, I keep wondering, how are the homeless managing in this heat? Hey, Mr. Homeless, can you tell me how you cool off in this heat?
It's easy. I pee on myself, then it gets a little cooler.
Yikes!
It's evident that the rich have more advantages than the poor in this heat. The rich have air conditioning that goes down to 16 degrees.
Jarvis, turn on all the air conditioners in the house for me.
But ma'am, it's just you and me at home right now. Don't you think it's better to save energy and only turn them on in the rooms you'll be in?
Save energy? Do I look broke to you? Turn everything on full blast? I want this house to feel like the Ice Age.
As you wish, ma'am.
Meanwhile, poor folks have at most an old fan that sounds like it's possessed by the devil. Man, I think God is already preparing people for hell because this heat is insane. There's nothing normal about it. The last time someone must have felt heat like this was back when they burned witches. And I think even burning alive back then was probably cooler than this. Damn, I know electricity is expensive, but I can't take it anymore. I'm turning this fan on.
And my time has come. I'll show that this old man still has some strength left.
Mercy! If you're good, stay, but if you're evil, leave. To cool off, Rico has several options for food and drink.
Ma'am, what would you like?
Ah, please. What do you have that's most refreshing?
Well, ma'am, we have a citrus fruit cocktail made with passion fruit juice and Sicilian lemon zest. Super refreshing. We also have several types of ice cream, including snow ice cream from the North Pole.
Snow ice cream? Is that good?
Straight from the Alps mountains, ma'am. It's top quality.
I'd like one of those, please.
The poor only have two options to cool off, fridge water or ice pops, which have many names like Dudu, Sacole, and Geladinho. I read that when the human body has a fever, it's to kill viruses or bacteria. So, could the earth be getting hotter to kill us off? That we're the virus on it? I wouldn't even doubt that if the earth caught on fire. Elon Musk and other wealthy individuals plan to inhabit the moon, which is relatively close to Earth but likely very cold. The poor would suffer the most. They can't afford air conditioners, and even if they could, they wouldn't be able to pay the high electricity bills. It's like buying a plane and never having money for fuel. In a poor kid's school, there are no fans or air conditioning. In the sweltering heat, open windows are the only option, which isn't very effective. Since the windows are already all broken anyway, so whether you want it or not, they're going to be open. Then the kids try to study in this hellish heat, and the wind coming through the window is so hot it feels like the breath of the devil. But poor people are so tough that even with sweltering heat, the kids run around in the blazing sun during recess. I even think the vaccine for old people's cancer is being born poor because I've never seen anyone spend as much time in the sun as poor people do, and they never get skin cancer. The wealthy lead such a sheltered life that even brief exposure to the midday sun feels unbearable to them. They travel in air-conditioned cars to avoid any discomfort.
Jarvis, please turn on the air conditioning.
Don't you prefer that I open the window, ma'am, so you can feel the natural air from outside?
Goodness, I'm allergic to nature. I much prefer the cool artificial air from the air conditioner.
As you wish, ma'am.
But poor people, when they travel, have to take a bus full of other poor people, all smelling of sweat.
Oh, Mom, let me stand.
No way, boy. You're lucky I found this seat for you.
But Mom, I want to stand. I don't like sitting.
I'm standing here suffering. You're sitting comfortably and still complaining. Why do you think you want to stand?
It's just that when the bus turns, people stick their butts in my face.
See?
Oh, whoa!
The downside of being poor in hot weather is the lack of access to cold showers, as poor households typically have only one water tank. The water tank is not on the roof for a nice shower, but on the ground in the backyard. If you want to take a shower, you can only fill up a bucket to take a bucket bath, and it's just one bucket, you know? Once the water in that bucket is gone, that's it. You can't take a shower due to water conservation, but the rich always have running water in their homes. He can use as much water as he wants. After all, he has money to pay the water bill. In the poor person's house, not only do they lack money to use water freely due to high water bills, but even if they wanted to, they couldn't because water only comes once a week on their street. And when it does come, it's only for a few hours and always in the middle of the night when the poor person is sleeping. Just think it's hell. You must predict when the water will come and what happens during a power outage.
Damn.
Yarbus, why is the water from the fridge warm?
The power went out, ma'am. It's been a while already.
Switch on all generators now. It's outrageous that I'm drinking warm water, a true sign of the end times.
When the power goes out, the rich are unaffected. They have solar energy, and even at night, they have batteries and generators to keep their homes powered. Households need electricity to function, but when power outages occur, the poor are hit the hardest. There won't be any cold water because without power, the fridge doesn't work, and without a fan, that's when it really gets bad. All that's left is to take a bucket shower. But the worst part isn't even for the person who stays at home. But what about the ones who have to work in this heat? The rich go to work, but just imagine. At home, there's air conditioning. In the car, there's air conditioning. And when they get to the office at work, there's air conditioning too. Dang, they never feel the heat. Now the poor at home only have a fan. On the way to work, the poor can walk, take the bus, or ride a bike, but they'll feel the heat regardless of their choice. And when they get to work, which is usually as a painter, bricklayer, or laborer, they're going to work under the hot sun or in a hot house without a fan. It's tough, my friend. But no matter how hot it gets, there's something the poor will never stop asking for.
Man, it's hot, isn't it, Mr. Antonio?
Yeah, my son, the world is on fire.
If only there was something cold for us to drink, right?
That's right.
By the way, Mr. Antonio, would you like some coffee?
Is it hot?
It just came off the stove, piping hot.
Wow, that's exactly how I like it. I just want a little pour a liter for me.
Don't worry, I'll get it for you. Hey, Mom, where's that bucket?
No matter how hot it gets, poor folks will always drink their coffee. The coffee must be hot, steaming hot. He doesn't want cold coffee. Only the rich drink iced tea or iced coffee. Poor people can't afford to be fussy. And now, sleeping at night is a real nightmare. In addition to the unbearable heat, there seems to be a flood of mosquitoes everywhere. The mosquitoes seem hot too, and they want to suck our blood to cool off. So you want to cover yourself up because of the mosquitoes, but if you do, you'll die from the heat. And if you stay uncovered, you'll die from the bites. This is the true meaning of if you stay, the beast gets you. If you run, the beast eats you. If you made it this far, comment with the hashtag #drinkwater. In this heat, not drinking water can lead to kidney stones. So remember to stay hydrated, all right? Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't yet. Thanks, see you next time, bye.